perhaps also women, sexism, and that they are desperate to attach themselves to oppression in order to make them feel like they have something to say.
I just saw some stuff, and science said that Jeff Goldblum was right, and life will find a way. And the lady dinosaurs weren't the only ladies that could make...
Okay, next.
Why do anti-feminist men bring men's rights issues and lay them at my feet like they're my problem or my...
Next.
The audacity! Oh my gosh, this is so good. Not all men, but all women can discern.
No, next.
In my video where I'm suggesting that the genital mutilation of children be made illegal, I had a man tell me that this was a men's conversation, that women's input wasn't needed. Because as we all know, only men should be involved in discussions of bodily autonomy. Please note all this sarcasm.
Okay, next. 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 Oh.
Go on TikTok, my girlfriend said. It'll be fun, she said. I'm not going to shut up. I don't care how old I am. I'm quite happy. I've given so few fucks since I turned 40. Don't fuck yourself, because nobody else wants to, especially not me.
You're way too old to be doing this. I mean, you shouldn't have been a hoe, and you could have had a man you're older. No, I don't think it's relevant. Next.
I'd like to read the next 10 pages. So you simply tear those out.
Guys, what is that filter, and why do I feel offended by it? Wait, hang on. I mean, obviously. Screenshot. What is that filter, and why do I feel offended by it? Can anyone tell me? Why do I feel offended by that filter? I don't know. There's something about it that's off-putting. It feels like cultural appropriation. I just don't know what culture.
Why?
It may be mermaid culture. I'm not sure.
Why would you? You're not allowed to own books. You should not be allowed to buy books anymore. Why would you do that to books?
Next. 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 Next.
At this point, I'm just going...
Next.
Glad you brought that up.
Oh.
At this point, I'm just going...
Okay, we go from a new filter. Old filter, new filter.
Glad you brought that up. Let's discuss just some of the technology that would enable them to survive, including, but not limited to, the computer algorithm created in 1843 by Ada Lovelace, the modern medical syringe invented in 1899 by Letitia Gear, electrical refrigeration invented in 1914 by Florence Parker, the microelectrode invented in 1931.
I don't know if this is problematic, but I'll be so fucking for real for a moment. White women specifically looking smug when someone is listing very impressive white women who have helped to create some amazing inventions. When they're white, mediocre women, I find that as cringe as when a white, mediocre man quotes Edison or cites Jefferson, as if that gives them some, I don't know, I find it very cringe personally.
By Ida Henrietta Hyde. Wireless transmission technology created in 1941 by Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler.
Like, it's the smugness of, see, I told us women were brilliant too. I'm part of that group. You're not part of this brilliant women group. You're mediocre. That's what's annoying me right now. You're not one of these brilliant people. I'm downloading this one. There's something about it I don't like. Next. 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 All right. What day are we on? August 16th. Jesus Christ. Christ tomatoes. Just to play devil's advocate here, Matt Max was a male invention, which all of those required to be successful.
What makes you think
That's such a stupid comment to make, whatever.
that I'm interested in having a man come here and play devil's advocate? What gave you the idea? Do you know anything about ancient
That's
history?
fair. I agree with what they're saying. They're just too smug.
I know quite a bit. Because
Oh, wait. You know ancient history now? Okay.
do you know anything about ancient history? I know quite a bit.
Please claim to have a degree in history now.
Because books, lots of books. First off, prove men invented mathematics. I mean, from the very beginning, prove it. I want citations, I want references, books, etc., so on, so forth. Bear in mind that more than likely it was women keeping track of the cycles of the moon for our menstrual cycles. You know, when you bleed once a month. They gave us an understanding of the movement of the moon. Also, women more than likely created early domesticated agriculture and possibly even livestock. But yes, please mansplain to us how men created everything.
All right. We're adding that. Ancient history expert. Thank you, Egg. Ancient history expert. All right. We got that added to the list. Saved.
Wow, you really don't know very much.
Because they all use mathematics as a means they were built off the foundation of male provided. That's a stupid argument. Stupid argument.
History, ancient or up to modern times. Do you have any idea how much women have been erased out of history?
See, like I strongly agree with that. This is what's frustrating me. I strongly agree that women have been written out of history and the achievements that they've made have been attributed to men. Like, I just wish it was someone else making these statements.
Wow, you really don't know very much about history, ancient history. Do you know how many inventions men came up with that they didn't actually come up with? Women did, and those women were erased.
That's true.
Their own inventions.
Totally true.
You have no idea, do you? You just walk around in this
Can some mod please silence and mute Carlotta?
bubble. Men.
Yeah, math is definitely, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't mathematics from either from Egypt or I thought it was from Syria, to be honest with you. If it's not Syria, it's Iran. I think it's Iran or I think it's Egypt but like, I think that there's like three cultures that generally it's attributed to. Tell me if I'm wrong, China being the other one. I'd love it if someone knows.
Men created everything, and women can't exist without you. Wow. You need to educate yourself about women and women's history. The history you have not been taught. Go read about Enkidu Anna and all the other women out there. You think the foundation of civilization was built by men, and you have no idea what's been erased. Wow, you really don't know very much about history.
I agree with her.
Yet again.
It's a well-known fact that ancient scholars developed algebra, calculus, trigonometry in Baghdad. Iran, yeah, all right. Wait, why would you say that's men, though?
History written by men where women were erased. Women have been systematically erased out of history. You cannot be this dense. What I'm saying is true. You can look it up. Google
Absolutely is true.
is your friend. This has happened repeatedly throughout history. Fact. Women have been erased out of history for millennia, and women are fed up. Just because you don't like it, just because you don't want it to be true, and just because you want what you're saying to be true doesn't make it true. Women have contributed more to this civilization than you want to face and realize.
I'm speeding it up. Do you know how long we'd be here if I wasn't doing 2x? Do you have any idea? Let me see. Words is not... I don't know. Word seems to have deleted every single one of their comments. It's weird. All right, we'll keep going.
I never said I'm superior.
Also, the more you talk down to me thinking you are superior only shows that you're just as bad as men who think men are superior to women.
Nowhere have I said I'm superior. You took that and you ran with it. That is projection. You think you are superior. You came to my page to talk down to me. You're playing your devil's advocate, right? Yeah, that's what that is. You being superior. And when I say, nah, you're wrong, you project off onto me that I am being superior. I am not going to tolerate your bullshit. And I'm not
I think they're right on that. I think they're right. That's a solid point.
going to placate you. And I'm not going to coddle you. And I'm not going to lie for you. Women create life. Women have contributed to the creation of this civilization from the beginning and have been systematically erased from it. That's the truth. And I'm not saying I'm superior, but neither are you. I never said I'm superior. No.
Yeah, I agree with that. To teach me some history about the rise of women and their culture as a gender, sure, I'll listen, but only if you treat me with equal respect.
I never.
That's the same comment.
Just so you know, when a man comes to a woman's face and says, I'm going to play devil's advocate, we all know that's code for I'm going to be a douche.
I agree. I agree with that.
And I'm going to do it under the blanket guise of being devil's advocate. It comes off as being disrespectful and misrepresenting what you're actually doing. You may not know that, but that's how it translates to us.
Hard agree.
Because that's usually how the devil's advocate trope is used against women. Also, I don't owe you respect. I'm tired of the bullshit from men, to the point that I don't give a fuck anymore. If you don't know about the history of how women have been erased from history, I'm not doing that work for you, baby. Google is your friend. Go on that learning journey yourself. I've already done it.
Yeah, that's fair. Same person. Not all men are assholes. I specifically am a nice man. I mean, he's walking into it here. And I do not like being treated the way you were treating me.
Not all men. But I'm a nice guy. But I'm going to come and talk down to you, a woman. But I'm a nice guy. Not all men. Oh my God. If you're so nice, why do you have to be so bad about the fact that you're so nice? Not all men. I forgot. I'm supposed to be psychic and I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to know that you're a nice guy. do you realize what you were saying? Do you realize how that comes off to women all over the place? Think about it for me.
Annoying. I do, however, find it interesting how you're speaking to me. It makes me curious as to what drives this behavior.
The lack of respect that men show women.
All right, Carlotta, I'm actually serious. I'm muting you. And if you say another thing like that, you're getting muted for the rest of the live.
On a daily basis. I'm fucking irritated, as are many, many women.
Valid. Valid.
The lack of respect that men show women on a daily basis.
Valid.
I'm irritated, as
Valid.
are many, many women. Y'all better wake the fuck up. The lack of respect that men show women on a daily basis. I'm fucking irritated.
Yeah, valid. Okay. No.
I just want to let men know that I actually am a redhead naturally.
We haven't even made a day. We're not even a day into it.
And I'm a nanosecond away from eating the souls of men who will actually me, but not all men me, or but I'm a nice guy me. I just want to let men know that I actually am.
Eating the souls. I'm going to save that for more of a comic video. Next. Next. Oh.
I think what really needs to happen in order for all of us to have...
Next.
This right here. Obviously, too many men are incapable of understanding what women are saying, and men who get it.
I agree.
This.
Next.
Okay, I just want to rant for like 2 seconds. Like, I just saw this video that somebody posted where they were literally just making fun of someone. It wasn't like comedy, it wasn't satirical. They were literally just ridiculing someone based on their physical appearance. And so many people in the comment section were like, why is everyone so upset? That person posted on social media, they knew what they were getting into. They didn't want people to make fun of them, they shouldn't have posted the video. And that to me is the dumbest, most asinine argument. Like saying that because somebody posted something on social media, it gives everyone else a free pass to be a complete asshole.
No, I agree. You have to act like an asshole in order to be able to justify to be treated like an asshole. Do you know what I'm saying? Next.
So I woke up this morning and found that my favorite creator had been banned from TikTok.
That sucks.
I'm so pissed.
Next.
This is an article from...
Next.
Name someone you think should make less than $15 an hour. I'll start.
Next. Yeah, I got that much. As I was advocating for an equal, this is the guy who was talking earlier. Yeah, I got that much. I was advocating for an equal celebration of humanity and its cumulative achievements. And if that was frustrating, sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you props. That was brave of you coming back and saying that.
So it's wrong for women to be celebrated for our accomplishments because we can't leave men out. But when have men not been celebrated for their achievements, leaving women out? Can you stick to the fucking topic, which is women can actually accomplish things without men? It isn't all about men, but it has been for a long time. And now I'm going to be told that I'm emotional and hysterical. And oh my God, miss me with that bullshit. You can't even stick to the damn topic. Go do your homework about women's history before you continue with this mess. I'm going to block you. Grow up.
Women's history expert? No, okay.
Are frustrated for a reason, and you are not listening, and you are proving our point.
Next. Next. She didn't block him. And the term devil's advocate means to argue for the opposing side while you agree with the former, just in case you didn't know. Yeah, but she's right. You weren't doing that. You did believe the opposite side.
Are you seriously explaining the term devil's advocate?
Whose lives do I ruin, Shadow Boss O'Brien? I'd be curious.
To a bunch of women.
Yeah, anxious. I don't call people... Sorry, Jeannie. I don't call people out for AAVE. I don't really quite understand that, to be honest with you. I have spoken to a lot of my friends about it. And, I don't quite understand. I think it's wrong to use AAVE with a recognition that it's AAVE. But I don't quite understand why AAVE is going to be segmented. Shadow O'Brien, I don't know if you know, but Peterson said I didn't get him fired. And how did you made it sound like I got him fired and that it was me who got him fired versus his own actions that got him fired? like Shadow, you do understand he had a server with multiple minors and people who were expressing P3DO proclivities, right? And you do know that Peterson refused to remove the men who were expressing P3DO proclivities, right? Even though they were asked to. You lied because you can't handle losing a debate. Shadowbands, what was the lie?
Mostly.
Hey, tell me what the lie was, Shadow.
You live with. Do you have any idea? If you agreed with me, then why did you even go there? Is it because you felt left out as a man and everything has to be male-centric? Because I didn't.
The name of this user is in the top right-hand corner. This woman is defending a man who is accused by multiple people in multiple court documents of molesting a 7-year-old child when they were a young boy, along with their 14-year-old brother, beating up a pregnant woman, attempting SA, rape of a woman, and domestic violence. And this woman is defending that man, claiming that that man may or may not have been a victim of childhood SA, which may excuse what they did to all their victims.
I asked you to play devil's advocate. I didn't invite you to a debate. I wasn't having a debate. I just liked some content and do what I did. And this happens. And this is typical. This is standard. This is normal. This is what women have to deal with and why we are so frustrated.
I'm going to say, I don't think many people talk to you, to be honest with you, Words. So I don't think you're really encountering this a lot. But maybe I'm wrong. To Shadow Boss O'Brien, if you want to come up and defend Peterson, feel free. But I'm waiting for you to tell me what the lie was.
Are you seriously explaining the term devil's advocate?
Little derp, I did after the fact. And the stepfather does have a very lengthy conviction history, which I will add was exclusively of girls. Exclusively of girls.
To a bunch of women, mostly. Do you understand the privilege you live with? Do you have any idea? If you agreed with me, then why did you even go there? Is it because you felt left out as a man and everything has to be male-centric? Because I didn't ask you to play devil's advocate. I didn't invite you to a debate. I wasn't having a debate. I just liked some content and do what I did. And this happened.
Okay, next.
Well, she has the freedom to wear a mask if she wants.
Next. Next.
Still better than Trump? Better than Trump? Let's clarify one thing. We live
Next.
For those of you who say that
I literally can't stop crying. I was going to try to make.
Next. Well,
Video about Shayna Hall, employer recruiter at Bonaventure Senior Living, who wanted to hire a vaccine staff for assistant.
no, next.
In that 3 seconds, every former
Next.
being on this app.
Next.
Good afternoon. So if you
Next.
Take a look at this real quick.
Guys, which do you prefer in terms of layout? Do you prefer it like that? Do you prefer it like that? This is option 2. That's option 2. Or do you prefer it like this? This is option 3. That's option 3. Option 1 is the original. Option 2 is like the sliver on the right-hand side. And option 3 is like this. All right, 1 3. It's a tie. 3 if you bring up people. I'm not bringing up people. 1 3. Jesus Christ. 3. 1. Oh my God, this is right down the middle. 3. Guys, vote quickly. All right, so you know what? We're going to do an actual vote. All right, I'm not bringing up people. So this is option 1 is the original option. I'm going to do a poll. Option 1 is the original option. If you want it the way it was, do smiley face. That means you're happy with the way it was. Do option 1, which is the way it was, smiley face on the left. If you want it like this, option 3, give me crying emoji on the right. Left-hand side for the way it was, crying emoji for this. left-hand side smiley face for the way it's been the entire time versus crying emoji if you want it like this. I'm not going to do a full 60 seconds. You guys have 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so it's back to the original. Y'all can cope. Sorry. No. 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 No.
I'm having trouble trying to figure out why Trump supporters are so upset.
No. No. No.
COVID cases mount across the country. The mass debate is intensifying. People are very passionate on both sides of the great mass debate. The partisan mass debate is heating up.
Mass debate's growing.
The president is trying to have us cover the mass debate.
CBS, Target, and
No.
Fear that women will laugh at them.
No.
Good morning, TikTok. It's been a late night.
we all fight for different things, different voices. We all have a common goal. My home.
I'd like to make this over.
No. No.
I don't think I'm cut out for this.
You may need to
Sorry, Angelina. I'm showing people my process. Oh my God, we're on the 18th. Jesus Christ.
take breaks every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, I found when dealing with idiots like this, just block, move along. Most of them are just trolls. Also, laugh. Just look at them and you're easy and laugh from the gut as hard as you can at them. They fucking hate that. They hate that when they realize you're not taking what they say seriously because what you're saying is some bullshit.
Is that why they laugh at my lives? Do you think that's why they laugh at the end of the videos? Don't they know that I know that because they made a video, they care? Do they think that them spending 10 minutes to make a video talking to me, when they add a laugh at the end, they somehow invalidate the fact that they cared enough to do a 10-minute video? I'm so confused.
They don't like having women speak at all anyway, and they're trying to silence you. So rather than let them silence you, just laugh at them, come back at them with logic and actual facts, and just block them. Yeah.
Next.
Remember that.
Next. How to say I'm single without saying I'm single. P.S. Generalize much, damn?
Make assumptions much lately? I never said I was single. I'm not single. You haven't met my husband or my girlfriend. Make assumptions much lately?
Okay, it's annoying. Next.
Oh, did it irritate you that women are speaking up for ourselves now and not taking shit from men? Not all men, right? I mean, men generalize about women all the time. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, she claims they're poly.
None of you men call that out. But when women start saying things you don't like, butt hurt. I mean, with a whole butt hurt. So, wow. Kind of seems like you're a little bit sensitive. Kind of seems like maybe you have some internal work to do. Did the shoe fit? Did the shoe fit and should you put it on and wear that shit? I mean, nobody said you.
Okay, I forgot. Polly. Thank you. All right, Polly has been added.
In particular. But you took it that way, right? Generalizing. Oh, did it irritate you that women are speaking up for ourselves now?
Next.
Two wrongs don't make a right. I hate that term because a group of people who have marginalized and brutalized another group of people, when they realize that marginalized group of people are starting to defend themselves, stand up for themselves, and take shit over, well, they'll say, two wrongs don't make a right. Please don't hurt us. Don't do to us what we did to you. I don't want to hear that term. I don't give a shit about that term.
See, I agree with that. That's what they tried to do to Kendra. I agree with that. That's a hot take. I like that.
And yes, after 47 years of living, I have come to realize that
There's no question she's a narcissist.
men do generalize women quite a lot. If you actually open your eyes and pay attention, you'll see it too. It happens all the time. All the time. Just look around you. Look at how women are treated on the daily, in media, and everywhere else. You'll see it. You just have to be looking for it.
I agree with that. Saved, but that's for my own personal edification. How to say you're sexist without saying you're sexist. That's a stupid comment.
Perfection. Perfection. Thank you for leaving that comment. I appreciate it.
The list is the list of identities that they are claiming, or communities they're claiming to be a member of. We just want to keep a rolling list, just in case.
Because it's true. Thank you. Perfection.
All right, next.
Where was I wrong? Walk a mile in my shoes. Go to a gas station by yourself at night. 2 in the morning. In my shoes. Where was I wrong? Walk a mile in my shoes. Go to a gas station by yourself at night. 2 in the morning. In my shoes.
Why do I feel like her shoes stink? I feel like Trailer would like this clip, right? Where was I wrong? Yeah, I feel like Trailer would like that clip. Let me save that clip. Next.
There's nothing wrong with acting fragile, but please don't expect women who have been brutalized by men to do more emotional labor for you, because we're tired. We're tired. You're gonna have to do that work on your own. There's nothing wrong with acting fragile.
Next.
I'm going to make this clear. Don't watch the original. It's not worth your time. He basically says that if a woman has sex with you on the first date, then she belongs on the streets and she's not relationship material. But if she has sex with...
Next. Oh, it's muted. Next.
What the hell is up with Gen X women? They didn't age.
If you stuff all of your emotions down deeper than that, nope, keep going. It should hurt when you swallow. Because emotions give you wrinkles. Don't have those. A steady diet of rage and disappointment leads to youthful-looking skin. Internally, we are decaying at an exponential rate. Into dust. But the face.
Okay, next.
On video,
Next.
And then me. Because it...
Trans people don't have to live according to what a cis man decides. But I'll be sure and tell my 7 girlfriends who were murdered by straight men that they should disclose straight away. Oh wait, 3 of them did, and were murdered because they did. They were murdered because they disclosed. It is not safe for trans people to disclose all the time. Maybe sit down, shut up, and listen.
So, like, in New York City, I got to know a huge number of trans people. And I also worked when I was in law, or presumably, supposedly, hypothetically, when I worked in law. One of the major pro bono things I did was help trans people get their name changed. I don't think I know 7 trans people who've been unalived. Like, I live in New York, where most of the trans people in America are pretty open. I don't think I know 7 trans people who've been unalived. Like, this just seems like an extraordinarily... Yeah, they've said this in a prior video, that they know 7 trans friends, girlfriends, who've been unalived.
I'm not going to those funerals anymore. You can go for me. For the next ones that happen, you can go to those funerals for me. You can hold their mothers.
You're telling me have you helped more than 7 of us, Irish? What do you mean helped? Helped as in change their name? Yeah, I've helped dozens and dozens, like over 100 at this point, easily.
I'm tired of it. I can't do it anymore. Maybe listen to people who are being harmed.
So you're telling me you have 7 trans friends who've been unalived? Like, that just seems...
Yes. No filter. Yeah. I guess. I'm older
No filter? You definitely have a filter on.
than most people
I'm referring to when they said they knew 7 people.
usually, so. Yes. No filter.
No filter? Like, didn't you tell me you wear a filter because of stuff?
Maybe sit
Weird.
down, shut up, and listen. And this is part of the problem with this culture. When a woman speaks, she should just shut up. And when a man is speaking and tokenizing one situation with a trans person, and therefore quantifying the whole trans community, yes, that's in fact what you were doing. We should just shut up and just, you know better. This is my community. The trans community, the LGBTQ plus community is my community.
So this is my problem with queer bisexual people, and I qualify as queer. I feel like I would be arrogant to say the LGBTQ community is my community, in the sense that, like, I feel like I'm a visitor in the community, and I'm a very happy visitor, but, like, I'm not the target. Like, I'm not the person that people go after.
And I'm not exploiting people. I'm speaking truth.
Queer just means not conventionally heterosexual. I think that a lot of people would say, you know, like, I've been with trans binary women. And I think some people would say that makes me gay. I don't think it makes me gay. I'm attracted to women. But I think that some people would say men who've been with trans women are gay, queer, or bi. And I'm comfortable with the word queer.
Reality. And you're not listening. You're tokenizing one trans person and condemning the entire trans community. And you're not listening. Maybe sit down, shut up.
Next.
We're going to clear some shit up, people. trans people and LGBTQ plus people. It's either a T in there, the LGBT.
You would say femme-presenting non-binary people. What do you mean?
T is trans. That's trans people, transgender people. Yes, part of the whole community. Yes. Since I came out into the community from the very beginning, I'm 47 years old, so a majority of my life, I have had trans people in my life. Family members, trans people in my life. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Carrie, I agree with you. Like, I consider myself straight. But I also think that men are considered generally pretty homophobic. And that, for example, if my partner, I've had threesomes before, but if my partner wanted to have a threesome and a man was there, I wouldn't be freaked out by it. I wouldn't enjoy it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Look how funny that is. It all kind of comes together. People who are marginalized kind of band together. Stonewall. Trans women, all up in that shit. Bisexual women. Yes, we're involved in Stonewall. And every other movement involving LGBTQ plus people. Trans people have always been. We're going to clear some shit up, people.
Yeah, but words disavour, then what do you define as queer?
Trans people and LGBTQ plus people. It's either a T in there, the LG. More clearing of shit. All right, so.
Yeah, exactly. To me, queer just means your heterosexual proclivity doesn't. You don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily define you, or it doesn't scare. Wait, queer's attraction to people of many genders. No, that's pansexual.
Did you know that for many, not all, but many trans people, something so simple as going to the grocery store can be.
Atlantic, I have a question for you. This person is claiming, like, you would have an experience I would have had in New York City. Atlantic, this person is claiming to have been friends with. Did you hear what I say? Friends with 7 trans women who are murdered. I lived in New York. I've been around trans people. I would say more than the vast majority of Americans. That's almost an unbelievable number. Yeah, Atlantic, can you message me, because I'm trying to validate where this person may be lying or not. And when they said they were friends, that 7 of their trans girlfriends were unalived, multiple by MURDER. Like, can you just ask a couple of your trans friends and ask, is that possible?
A mission, because they might be afraid that they will be clocked. Being clocked means that someone recognizes that you're trans and they attack you. Going to the bathroom is a mission, because if you go to the bathroom and somebody clocks you, well, that could go.
It couldn't have been one event, because they talked about the fact that 3 of them were unalive because they disclosed.
Sideways. Going shopping, going to the mall can be an issue. So quite often, what many trans people I've known will do is they will find someone who either can pass or is a member of their community and will go with them. Safety in numbers. That's just a normal thing. Also, a lot of trans people almost become shut-ins to a degree.
So, listen, I honestly think queer is just sort of I don't know, put it this way. I've talked about this, that my really good friend, or let me go back. Did you say all 7 were MUNR? Yeah, I think they did in the other video. Queer, for example, when I was dating a girl in college, her 2 really close friends weren't sure if I were straight. And in fact, when I first met that girl who I dated, who was my first serious girlfriend, we met at a party, and her gay friends spent most of the night trying to figure out if I was straight or not. It was like almost a competition or something. It was weird. And at the end of the night, it was determined that I was straight, and she ended up making a move, and we ended up dating each other for a year. While I was dating her, another one of her gay friends had always had a fantasy for me, had always just always liked me. And for their birthday, I've talked about the fact that when they had their birthday, they were asked what your wish is. And someone said, if you say your wish out loud, it won't come true. And then he said, if I don't say it out loud, it won't come true. And then someone was like, what does that mean? And then they said in front of a room of everyone, well, my wishes is that I get to make out with Irish. And they looked at my girlfriend, and my girlfriend was like, I don't mind. And I spoke to my girlfriend for just a moment, saying it's your friend. If you want me to, I'll be more than happy to. I'm not interested in whatsoever, but if it's for their birthday, I'll do it. And she was like, sure, go for it. And so in the middle of a dance floor, I ended up making out with this dude for their birthday. But like, I didn't like it. I really disliked the entire process, to be honest with you, but I had no problem doing it. So I don't know. I feel like that's not like, I don't know. Like I'm not questioning. I'm not interested in men. I can't stand like stubble and shit. It makes me want to vomit. Right. So I don't know. I feel like queer is the perfect word for that personally, but yeah, but I don't think many straight guys would like kiss a dude. I just don't think that would happen for most guys. So like, I feel like, I don't know, that deserves some word. I don't know.
Because they're so scared of being attacked. More clearing of shit. All right, so did you know that for many, not all, but many trans people, something so simple as going to the grocery store can be a mission because they might be afraid that they will be clocked. Being clocked means that someone recognizes that you're trans and they attack you. Going to the...
See, I did a lot of lives with folk like Atlantic where we would like call out transphobes, but I've never done lives where I'm trying to educate. I don't know, this feels weird. I don't like this at all. All right, well, now people are getting me curious what the fuck queer means. Hang on. So what the hell is it called if you're like, if you've made out with a dude? Hang on, let me check. Define queer sexuality. And listen, at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry, I agree that someone who is with a transgender woman, I agree that that's someone who's straight. But like, sorry guys, a large number of people don't consider that straight. They just don't. And like, I don't think they're crazy for that. Hold on. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. All right, let's keep going.
More clearing of shit. If you are trans and if you start hearing someone talking smack
Queer does not mean questioning.
about, oh, this one trans person did this horrible thing, that means all trans people are evil. Bullshit. Don't listen to that. I love you. You're valid. I see you. And you have every right to exist. There's nothing wrong with you. If one trans person does some horrible shit, that doesn't mean that you are a horrible person. It is irresponsible for anyone to go around.
Okay, we get it. You're saving trans people. Congratulations.
More clearing of shit. If you are LGBTQ+, there's a T in there, by the way. It may not be safe for you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is that not obnoxious? If you're LGBTQ+, there's a T in there, by the way. Like, LGBTQ people don't know that?
You to come out or transition or etc. That's okay. Come out, transition, etc. when it's safe for you. We're here for you. You have a huge community. I am part of that community. Yeah, I am. Yes.
Why do you gloat about being part of that community? It's so weird to gloat about what you just are.
I'm not going to have anyone erase that for me or for you. You are loved. You are valid. Please don't take yourself off the planet. Please, look, you have a huge community out here. Tons of people who care about you and want the best for you. All right? So for all those negative people who are like, you must disclose immediately, fuck them. Fuck everything about them. You do you, baby. You're valid. You're real. We love you.
Why are you telling trans people that? Like, who are you? So, saved. Next. Oh, wow. New filter.
The trope of the evil trans person who does horrible things to people is used by right-wing Christian extremists all the time. It is dangerous. It is probably part of the reason that there is the gay panic defense. It is dangerous. That is not all trans people, and that is exactly actually what you were doing. You may not realize it. I know that you are listening to my videos now and think that everything's about you. Here's the thing. Many of these videos I've made during the past few minutes haven't been about you. They've been about trans people, LGBTQ+ people. It isn't always safe to disclose. Disclose when you feel comfortable with the person that you are interacting with, okay? There you go. There it is. It's that simple. The trope.
Next.
Stereotypes are dangerous. Stereotypes that people killed. Stereotypes about any marginalized group are dangerous. That is what I've been saying. Trans people are very much marginalized. LGBTQ+ people are very much marginalized. The fact that someone can kill me.
But you're not marginalized. What are you not understanding? In the LGBTQ community, you're not marginalized. This is what's frustrating me. You're not marginalized.
Because I am not straight, etc. And you can get away with it by saying, well, I was scared because that person's gender, sexuality, etc. It speaks volumes about this so-called civilization. And you're arguing with me over this.
Yeah, she's bi and poly.
And I'm tired of it. I am tired of straight men deciding that I have to go above and beyond to get my point across. Stereotypes are dangerous.
All right, I'm downloading this one because it's goofy. Saved.
Disclosure is not mandatory if you are trans.
Are you literally talking to trans people right now? I'm so confused.
There's a thing that has to be done very carefully and with thought. It takes time. You have to think about the person that you're going to disclose to. Are they safe?
Are you giving advice to a trans person right now?
Is it safe?
When have you ever experienced this? Like, educate cis people. I'm fine with that. Go educate cis people. But why are you telling trans people what the?
That is a thing that pops up often. I know this from lived experience, from being around trans people speaking.
You know this from a lived experience. What the fuck? Okay, we're going back on this one.
Is it safe? That is a thing that pops up often. I know this from lived experience, from being around trans people, speaking with them, having these conversations with many different trans people. It's the same concern. Comes up.
That's not your lived experience. What are you, that's like me saying, I know what it's like to be black because I have black friends. Or that's like saying my lived experience, I know how bad it is to be black because of my lived experience. What are you smoking?
Often. That's what I was saying, and I was not heard. Why wasn't I heard? I wonder. Could it be that LGBTQ plus people are quite often just dismissed, especially women, all the time? Disclosure.
Oh my God, you are so thirsty to be part of an oppressed group. This is wild. Saved.
Find a man.
Next.
Auntie Katie was pointing out something that's very valid. The gay panic defense. It's valid. It affects trans people, all LGBTQ plus people. But to say that trans people must disclose is negating all of the nuance and context around what it's like to live as a trans person in this country. It's too broad a thing to say. It is inappropriate and irresponsible. And there might be a young trans person out there who sees your video and hears you saying that and panics and thinks they have to disclose, and then that can lead to someone wanting to take themselves off the planet. So please stop. Stereotypes and tropes are dangerous.
Next. Guys, does anyone want to guess how many days forward we are right now? It's been, what, 50 to 100 videos? The last time we checked the date was August 18th. The last time we checked the date was August 18th. It's been about 50 to 100 videos. Guys, be serious. No, you're right. It's been one day. We're 1 day in. Let's do a time check. It is right now 8 minutes to 8. 8 minutes to 8. And the next video, I think, is August 20th. So remember this, August 20th, 8 minutes to 8. Let's go. No.
Hey, I'm live streaming over on YouTube. Where's that power? Come check it out. Hopefully I'll see y'all there. I have to figure out how to live stream on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time and engage with both. Hey.
Next. Next. Next.
Y'all are telling me.
Next. 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 Next.
This mama black girl. I was gonna offer.
Next. So that's what, 10 videos? Next. Next.
You are a knuckle-dragging troglodyte of epic proportions. It is astounding how ignorant you are. Willfully ignorant. If you look at my face in other videos, you might think that I'm really very pretty, really very attractive. And yet, I have scars all over my face. They are there in the right light and you can see them. Does that detract from me and make me any less of a human? No.
Who said it did?
You, in your infinite lack of wisdom, decide to judge transgender people for having scars after surgery. Are you perfect? Because if not, shut the fuck up. No one asked for your opinion. No one actually gives a fuck.
What? I'm saving that just because it's fucking weird.
As you...
Don't be stupid. I'm asking you why you shouldn't disclose whether you're trans, your butt hurt. Like, are you trying to educate people or what?
Many times before, it is dangerous. It can be very dangerous for a trans person to disclose or to be clocked in the wrong situation. This is not a difficult thing to understand, and trying to go for my intelligence, that's not gonna work. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Who are we dealing with?
That is just like the base, bottom of the barrel insult. I mean, creativity, does that miss you? Shut up. Sit the fuck down. Listen to the people who actually know what we're talking about. Because clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. You're involved in a...
I'm sorry, are you pretending to know you know what it's like to be trans and have trans scars?
Conversation you don't have an understanding of. Shh. Just shh.
I want to make sure we are talking about trans surgeries, right?
As you've clearly heard many times before, it is dangerous. It can be very dangerous for a trans person to disclose or to be clogged.
Okay, I'm saving this one. Saved.
That right there.
I understand you're upset, but you're not making any points. There's no reason. Yeah, agreed.
That is the typical standard trying to invalidate a woman because emotions. The nuts are sluts thing. There's so many different ways I could take this. So many different ways I could knock you down several.
They didn't say because of emotions, I don't think, did they? I understand you're upset, but they said you're not making any points. I agree.
Pegs, but I'll just be nice, okay? I'm actually being nice. You may not realize that. Oh boy, this is me being nice. This is me being calm.
Ainsley, I know non-binary is under the trans umbrella. Why are you telling me that? I'm aware.
You are trying to invalidate me because you actually don't have a leg in this fight. You came to a gunfight with fists. Don't know what to tell you. A trans person doesn't have to disclose immediately. They can disclose when they feel comfortable, and it's not your choice. That right there.
Okay, that's just weird. Next.
All right, so prime example of the many ways that women are invalidated. So we have invalidation due to supposed lack of intelligence. Then we have you're nuts or a slut. Then we have, victim blaming. You just date crazy people who intend to hurt you. So many different ways that you are trying to invalidate what I'm saying, and yet I'm just coming at you with facts. Straight up facts. Trans people don't have to disclose unless they feel comfortable. It is simple. It is easy.
Wait, hang on. Words Has Power identifies as non-binary, right? They're not talking about non-binary people not disclosing. They're not claiming non-binary people get unalived for not disclosing. They're talking about trans-binary people not disclosing. That's why it's goofy.
To understand, but you are incapable of understanding it. You are incapable of understanding something that is simple and easy, and you keep coming at me with this bullshit. You're in the wrong space. You're arguing over the wrong thing, and you already lost. Bye.
Okay, I don't get it. Next. Oh my God, I thought we lost it.
You are a knuckle.
Oh my God, that was so scary.
That
You know what breaks my heart?
All right, so right here.
They say they're non-binary, and when they get in trouble, they get very upset that people have misgendered them, and they use that as a weapon to claim that they're being victimized because they're non-binary. Yet Maki calls words she. So I got to admit, like, I am a little confused in terms of what is going on, because Maki absolutely refers to their partner as she, 100% does. So I'm a little confused by that.
Here, you proved my point. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have no clue what you're.
Euro, some non-binary may be both, right? Do you think this person knows the risks and harms of not disclosing that they're non-binary? Like, I want to be super, super clear. Do you think that this person not disclosing they're non-binary, yeah, that's my point. I'm not going to allow that person to try to pretend that what they go through is similar to what a trans binary person goes through. I understand it's all the rage to be polite about that, but it's insulting. It's absolutely insulting for someone who's non-binary, presents femme-presenting, to suggest that they understand what it's like for a binary trans person not to disclose or to disclose. It's insulting. And we have to draw a line where this is performative in nature or potentially harmful.
Talking about. You have not researched the subject. You haven't sat down with trans people and listened to what they live with. Internally, there is one person. Externally, there is another person. You want the internal to match the external. It isn't cosplay. And saying it is a fallacy. Now, if you want me to rip you a new one, which apparently you seem to want that, you can go find a femdom, okay? And you can pay them to dom you, and they'll do it happily. You're going to have to pay me if you want me to rip you a new one.
I feel like she knows about femdoms.
I don't work for free. But you clear...
Guys, do not get into the transgender, transsexual, binary, non-binary discussion in the comments. I'm not getting this derailed. I'm not getting it derailed.
Clearly do not know what you were talking about. And here's another sidebar. The world does not revolve around you and your lived experience. Your lived experience is not the only one.
No, Euro, don't apologize. I fully understand why it would be an important discussion to have. I'm fearful of it becoming the focus of the live, which would distract from what it is I'm trying to do. But it's a very obviously important, and I understand why these videos are bringing that up. It's more so I'm trying to just keep it on focus, if that makes sense. So don't apologize. I apologize for making it focused on this.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. That's a thing of beauty, and I just had to moralize it because beautiful, astounding, perfection, wonderful. Oh my God, thank you for sharing that. Yes. Oh my God, that is beautiful.
Okay, next.
When you have no argument, you can't come back with any facts. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This. Typical. Standard. Base bitch bullshit. When you have no argument.
Okay, next.
You say you live among trans people, but do you shut up and listen to trans people? Because it doesn't sound like it. I have. I have had the conversations about them about when should we disclose? When is the right time? Will that person pass around to everyone they know that that person is trans, and will someone else find out and then come after them? And I've also had many trans friends murdered because they disclosed. But you know best. It is not always safe for a person to disclose. Sometimes it's better not to disclose. Sometimes it's better not to tell people at work that you're trans. Now, dating is a whole different subject. But here's the thing. Your lived experience is not the only one. You say you live among...
So I'm going to ask the question again to anyone in here who's trans. This person is claiming to know 7.
You've made it.
That they had 7 trans friends unalived. That just seems... like, I lived in New York. Like, that seems extraordinarily high. Does anyone in here know of 7 friends? Not 7 people. 7 friends that were unalived. Hang on, I'm just doing a little bit of a switcheroo. Give me just 1 second. Oh, God damn it. Oh, that's frustrating. You'll have to give me a second. I now am having frustrating technical difficulties. Oh, wait. Is that genius? Will that fix the issue? Drop that down like that. Drop that down like that. Put that in the middle. Oh, that's not great, though. All right, so if I put it like that. Sorry, guys. Technical issues. Give me a second. I'll put that there. Oh, that's going to be really frustrating. All right. Give me just 1 second. Oh, this is so annoying. My iPad predictably is running out, and I'm just